Hi guys, welcome. And this week we have been learning about fireworks. It's 4th of July this week. Remember, no school on Friday, so no Zoom meeting on Friday. Today we are going to make our week 3 craft. It's going to look like this. And it is firework salt painting. So we have our salt. We have our black paper. We have our watercolors. That's these paints that look like this. And we have our white glue. I have a cup of water. And it says you need a cookie sheet. I'm going to use this baking pan, but you can use a cookie sheet as well. So, the first thing we're going to do is draw fireworks on our black paper. I'm going to draw mine with a pencil first, and then I'm going to use my glue. So, drawing fireworks can be a little bit tricky, because what do fireworks look like? Well, they kind of look like random McDonald's arches. So, I am just going to put a bunch of arches. Can you see that? So that is my first firework. Then I'm going to make a real big one. I really do like going to see fireworks. This year I'm going to see them right across our backyard. We can see them without even leaving our house. And I told some of you guys that I really like to play patriotic music, like the Star Spangled Banner and God Bless America, all those things. So, I have 3 fireworks. Maybe I'll put one right there too. A little one. How about that? So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 fireworks. So now I'm done with my pencil. I'm going to put it in here like this. Then I'm going to draw it again. I'm going to trace over what I drew with glue. Now, glue can be kind of messy, so you have to be very careful to get it only on your black paper. I know usually in school your teacher says dot, dot, not a lot. Well, we're drawing whole lines this time, so you're going to be using a little bit more than a dot. And this is one time when that's okay. So I'm just tracing over my lines, making these fireworks. Now I'm going to do my great big one. Put a little dot right there. I hope you guys have good, fun 4th of July plans. Hopefully you eat some hot dogs. I don't think anywhere is having like a festival as usual, but you can still hopefully make some memories with your family. That would be fun. So I'm going to hold this up a little bit so you can see. So there is my glue traced fireworks. So step 3 says sprinkle salt over the glue while it is still wet. So I'm going to take my salt. And we need to use this salt again next week. So you need to save at least a cup of this salt for next week. And you really won't need that much anyway for this activity. So I'm just sprinkling the salt all over my glued fireworks. And I'm sprinkling it very generously to get it all the way covered. All right, now, do you see how I have way more salt than I have glue? So now I'm going to dust that off a little bit. Don't bang it like that or you're going to mess up your designs. So I'm going to gently take off the extra glue. If you were in ESY last year, you did something very similar to this. Salt painting is fun. See, mine looks like this. I'm going to empty this and then come back for our next step. All right, so now all that extra salt is gone. So it says now it's time to paint the salt. Use red and blue for patriotic colors, which gives this craft an American touch. Okay, and it says you need the watercolors to be very wet. You want to dip the color off the paintbrush so that you barely touch it and it changes color. So I'm going to take my paint and I'm going to start with the red color. And I am going to put quite a bit of water in there by just loading my brush with water. So I'm just dipping my brush into this cup just to get water here. And I'm putting a lot of it on here. And then I'm just swirling it around, swirling, swirling, swirling. Let's see if I have it wet enough. Oh, did you see that? That was kind of cool, actually. So remember, I'm swirling, swirling, swirling because you want your brush to be wet, wet, wet. And then I'm just going to watch. I'm not even going to paint. I'm just going to touch it with my brush. Did you see that? That's cool. And it's just changing colors just by me touching the very bright paint to the salt, and the salt is soaking up the water that is colored red because of the paint, And it is easily changing the colors of my fireworks. You'll notice that I'm not really like using brush strokes because that would mess up my design. I'm just touching it with this paint this brush that is soaked in the red. And I'm going to make this one red too. Then I'll switch to a different color. Look at that. And this is going pretty quickly too, actually. Okay, what color should we use next? Ooh, look, do you see how this one kind of bled over into that one? Wow, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I think I am going to use blue next. I've seen blue fireworks before. You can use any colors. You can make it whatever is your favorite color. You can make it all different colors. You have a whole palette here of different colors you can choose. Look at that. It looks like an all-American bomb pop. Does anybody like to get those off of the ice cream truck? We just buy ours out of the grocery store freezer case. And then we can have them whenever we want. We don't have to wait for the ice cream man to come. And those are really nice treats to have in the summer. Ooh, I'm liking this. This is pretty cool. All right, and then I have one more. And honestly, I think I'm going to make that one yellow because sometimes you can have gold colored or yellow colored fireworks. So this great big one I'm going to make yellow. So I'm putting water in my yellow one. Does anybody have favorite songs for 4th of July? Like the Star Spangled Banner or, ooh, look at that. The Star Spangled Banner or America the Beautiful, God Bless America, anything like that? Probably don't really sing on 4th of July, huh? Ooh, I'm liking that yellow. It's very bright and sunny like. You know what? I might actually make this one red and yellow. How about that? Two-toned firework. That'll be cool. So we'll do every other one. This is fun. So far we have painted with salt. We have painted with bubble wrap. That was kind of cool. I had never done that before. Next week we are not painting. We are doing something a little bit different. Okay, now I'm going to go back to red. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, yeah. I like this. Do you see I have on my American flag shirt? So it says honoring the legacy. And this is a shirt actually from a 3-mile race that I walked. And it was supposed to be Memorial Day weekend. But of course, we're all on lockdown because of COVID-19. So they said you can do it whenever you want, wherever you want, and just tell us about it. When that happens, that's called a virtual race. And so we just walked in our neighborhood, and we already had the shirt because they sent it to us in the mail since we weren't going to be able to do it in person. And so now I have this nice patriotic shirt to wear. And I put it on. We already did our 5K, which is 3 miles. And I put it on to do this craft with you guys today. So, look at that. That's pretty cool, huh? I love it. Now, this is done. You need to let it sit and dry because all this glue underneath here is still wet. And of course, the paint is still wet. But when you are done, if you want it to stay longer, because sometimes the salt can flake off, you can, after it dries, you can spray it with hairspray if mom has some hairspray that she can let you use, and then that'll help it not flake off as much. So, happy 4th of July. Enjoy Independence Day. And we've got one more week of school left next week. I'll see you in a Zoom. Bye.